Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our Week 7 team building episode for the TDL. This week we're up against Trevor, coach of the Belleair Bewears. He might have some stuff that he would like you guys to check out, so please check out the description if there is or not. I've yet to ask him, but I will definitely ask him before our battle. So yeah, check it out. Totally unprepared for that, by the way. This week is pretty much a pivotal week for us. We're getting like a forfeit victory next week. So if we manage to win this week, I'm pretty confident that we've made playoffs for the TDL because it's an 8-week season. But if we don't, it's 50-50 really, and I wouldn't be too confident about it. So very pivotal week for us this week, having to pick up the win against the top seeded team in the TDL at the moment. So come at the hour, come at the man, if you kind of catch my drift. Let's talk about what Trevor and the Belleair Bewears have on their roster. Pretty scary team. They're rocking out Manaphy, Kartana, Zapdos, Arcanine, Dugtrio, Florges, Dragonite, who is their Z captain, Registeel, Politoed, Uxie, and Drifblim. It's scary enough team. Manaphy, we all know what Manaphy does. Petrifying, really, to face. Kartana, lightning quick. Oh, not lightning quick, but fast and very powerful. Bit afraid on the Spadef side, but we just gotta watch out for that. Zapdos, as bulky as can be. Arcanine's got fire weakness for Kartana. Dugtrio can trap things. Florges is a good fairy, like for wish passing. Dragonite, you know, and he's got Politoed to set up the rain form. Uxie to set up rocks. You know, tough. And Registeel can set up rocks too. So not an easy matchup at all this week. I would say this week I think my prep has been the best that has been for a long time in the TDL. I was able to spend a good bit of time this week actually prepping, and I do think it is the best team I've come up with in a long time. Since especially with the losing streak we've been on, it's definitely been the best team I've been able to come up with. So I'm hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful that we can actually pull off the W here. With that being said, let's kind of go into our team here. And as you can see, first mon that we are showcasing is the Heliolisk. A solar panel, the Heliolisk. Holding the Choice Scarf. Rocking out Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Fire, Surf, and Volt Switch as his moveset. 252 speed, 252 special attack, 4 Spadef, Timid Nature. And we're running that speed because Kartana is base 109 speed as well. So this speed, this speed investment allows us to speed high Kartana if it's scarfed, but we're guaranteed to outspeed if it's not. Thunderbolt hits Manaphy and Politoed exceptionally hard. Hits Dragonite neutrally, which we can deal with. Hits Zapdos neutrally as well, which is very nice. Hidden Power Fire for Kartana. Registeel can kind of soak up those Hidden Power Fires pretty nicely, which sucks, but at least we got something to hit Kartana with. Surf for the Dugtrio and the Arcanine, so can't say no to that. And then Volt Switch for a bit of switch initiative. I do predict the Dugtrio to come at least because there's too many mons that I have that he can trap with Dugtrio. Like he can trap my Heliolisk, he can trap my Terrakion. So I can see him bringing Dugtrio alright. If he doesn't, it means we can kind of full switch around the place a little bit, which would be nice. Because outside of Dugtrio, the fastest Pokemon he has is Kartana. So, and I can't see him just switching that in and out, so I can kind of full switch around a lot more, which would be awesome. But that's going to be Solar Panel at Heliolisk. I'm hopeful it'll do a good bit of damage. Really need it to just counteract the rain. So he can set up rain with Politoed and Manaphy. So having a dry skin will allow us to counteract that, and also forces Manaphy. Yeah, it actually forces Manaphy to not really stay in here once it takes a bit of chip damage because we sponge up its we sponge his stab. Now granted, Ice Beam and Energy Ball we're not going to take, especially after a tail goes, but like we sponge his stab with the immunity, and we constantly get held back from the rain if he brings it. So delighted that we have Heliolisk. I felt, look, Solar Panel was a necessity this week, we have to bring him. And I'm hopeful it'll do the work for us. Hopeful. Just getting chip damage and switch and both switches off would be very, very nice. After that, I was looking at his team, and he doesn't have a dark type. I don't see him bringing Drift Flame whatsoever. Since I got Hydreigon knocking around, so that meant that I could bring Reuniclus this week. Now he's got a couple of steel types. Registeel does a ton. Kartana is a nuisance. Not gonna lie, but with this set, I'm very confident actually that Reuniclus will put in the finest to work for us this week. I think Bubbles will do it. I'm going to be running the Calm Mind setup set with max physical bulk. So Calm Mind, Recover, Focus Blast for those steel types, and Psyshock. Leftovers as the item, and Magikarp as the ability. So if you decide to Toxic me, it's not going to work. I'm going to be taking that. I'll take that punishment all day. Bold Nature, you know, this guy sponges up hits. Like, this guy can sponge up hits from Dragonite. So there's a lot of mons that he has that we can just kind of set up in front of. We can not really set in front of the Kartana because he might have Exeter, I believe. But we can set up in front of the Zapdos, the Arcanine, the Dugtrio. Actually, we can set up in front of the Dugtrio, the Florges, the Dragonite. Not particularly Registeel. Registeel will have Seismic Toss, where they can carry that. We can set up in front of the Politoed if it's not carrying Perish Song. We can set up in front of Uxie. Like, lots of options that we can sit down and say, there you go, Reuniclus, set up Calm Mind, please, and sweep. So I'm really relying on Bubbles this week to actually pull off the win for us. I think the last few weeks we haven't had a dedicated Pokemon that we can say, this one's going to win us the match. I think we've been kind of going in and not going in with a win strategy, kind of saying, we'll just go in and see what the opponent's doing and play around it. I'm like, no, this week we're going to play to Reuniclus because Reuniclus can kind of defeat this team very nicely. If he brings Registeel, we're going to have to get rid of that first, or at least have Reuniclus set up enough where we can kind of hurt it pretty badly. But if he doesn't bring Registeel, I think we're home and dry. I'm pretty sure we're home and dry. So I'd be happy enough with that. Very happy enough with that. After that, we have bringing Commander Terrakion, and the reason why I'm bringing Commander is I needed a counter for Zapdos, and that's it. I need something to come in against Zapdos. I really need something to come in against Zapdos. Like, we look at his team, it's not really Terrakion friendly, but Terrakion will be able to speed Arcanine and a Zapdos, so we can actually hurt them pretty badly. We can, and the Registeel. This is actually another way for us to deal with Registeel. There was this. I knew there was another reason. We also hurt the Registeel pretty badly too. So I was like, we have to bring Terrakion this week. It's just going to do so much. I'm obviously very wary of the Dugtrio. Very scared of it. And that's the reason why I bring Shed Shell. So the Shed Shell will allow us to switch out. Even though if we're trapped by Dugtrio, so that would mean Dugtrio just can't come in and kill us, which would be nice. Move set wise and EV wise, let me talk you through it. I'm bringing Stone Edge, X-Scissor, Poison Jab, and Close Combat. Stone Edge for Zapdos and Arcanine. Close Combat for Registeel, and potentially Kartana. Actually, yeah, for Kartana as well. Sorry. Poison Jab for Florges and X-Scissor for Uxie. And I think that kind of pretty much covers a lot of the Pokemon that he has, and we should be able to actually hurt a lot of them. Base 181 physical attack, that's going to sting a lot of people. So I think that should really do the work for us. This EV set, we have enough speed EVs with the Jolly Nature to outspeed base 100 Pokemon. So that means Manaphy gets outsped, which is lovely. Zapdos gets outsped, which is fantastic. The only two Pokemon that outspeed us are Kartana and Dugtrio, and we wouldn't have been able to outspeed them without a Choice Scarf anyway. So might as well just outspeed the base 100s and put the rest into bulk and hope for the best after that. So that's our Terrakion. It's got plenty of coverage to do damage. And the Stone Edge also hits the Dragonite super effectively, which can come useful later on. Right, next on the team, I was looking down at Trevor's team. I was noticing that Dragonite kind of hurts me a lot, especially with the G-Dactyl set. But also, I didn't really have a switch into Manaphy. And I did have a switch into Zapdos, really Terrakion is great, but Zapdos gets to kind of like land toxic, so wear it out, like, you know, like I wouldn't be happy switching in, you know, Terrakion on a Zapdos the whole time. I just get worn down too much. You know, I think just having a way to come into Manaphy and Zapdos was the main reason, was what I was looking at next, and Dragonite was a huge issue for me. So I decided to bring Clefable, and I'm bringing this mixed wall set Clefable this week because it's bulky. It's really bulky, and it's worth me bringing this week. Max HP, so we have the odd number. 64 defensive Vs allows us to hit hits from the Dragonite pretty nicely. Allows us to live hits off the Arcanine pretty nicely, like decently. And the 196 Spadef with the calm nature allows us to sponge up hits from the Zapdos and the Manaphy. We can just come in. Manaphy has, you know, it's a 3 shot, like, and it's percentage, it's chance of a 3 shot if Manaphy comes in and surfs us. So I can just Moonlight then and proceed just to wear it off. Moveset wise, let's just kind of talk you through it as well, because it can come in on any hit from Zapdos and any hit from the Uxie as well, for that matter. Politoed can come in on. Yeah, pretty much outside of Kartana and Registeel, with this Pokemon can kind of come in and what a good bit for us. Moveset wise, we have Moonblast to hit, just to be able to hit the Dragonite as hard as possible. That's really the idea behind that. Moonlight to get a bit of HP because we're unaware, so we to stop like the Tail Glow and the Dragon Dance's boost being a big effect, an effect against us, and because we're unaware, it means we can't bring Soft Boiled. We have to bring Moonlight, so Moonlight it is. I decided to bring Toxic because I figured he might have the Registeel. Great, but once the Registeel gets worn down and he's not going to be too keen on bringing that in, like, what else is he going to bring against the Fable? He's going to bring out Kartara, and you know, I don't think he'd be too overly keen on that until he's fully scoped out my moveset, because I can have Flamethrower and wreck his life. So after that, he's kind of looking at having to bring out a bulkier mon like Arcanine or Zapdos, and I can see Arcanine being his first switch in and then Zapdos being his second switch in. If I can get Toxic off on them and just be like, yeah, you're going to be worn down now. There's, you know, you're going to have to force Gorgeous to come in, get the heal about. That gives me a couple of turns to kind of play around that. So I kind of felt Toxic would put a good bit of pressure on his team. And then I was tossing a turn between Knockoff and Flamethrower, because I would like another way to deal with Kartana. But for me, I felt Knockoff was just better, because I was never going to predict Flamethrower while Arcanine was in play, and I felt Knockoff would allow me just to get chip damage off on switches, because I know he's going to be switching around, and if I just get Knockoff and take off a few items, like say Choice Scarf, I figured we'd be in good shape. So I said, you know, Knockoff would be better this week, and I'm hopeful that we could do better with Demon this week, because we haven't really done well with Demon in a while. So I'm very hopeful that Demon will put in the work for us. After that, I decided I was a little bit worried about Manaphy when it wasn't set up as well, and as well as that, I needed some more physical bulk to be able to come in on Dragonite, to be able to come in on Kartana, especially Kartana. Someone to be able to come in on Dugtrio very easily and not have to worry about dealing with it. Yeah, those were my main concerns, and I decided to bring Skarmory this week, but I decided to bring this set. So I'm bringing 248 HP, 4 in attack, 4 in defense, and 252 Spadef with the Careful nature. Basically, this set allows me to hit a lot of special hits off the Manaphy before it has set up, which is very, very nice. It allows me to live physical hits off the Dragonite pretty nicely. It allows me to live physical hits off the Dugtrio, or the Dugtrio. Allows me to live physical hits off the Kartana. So Kartana can't really touch me, neither can the Registeel, and I can just whirlwind them out. So that was, I was pretty happy with that combo. Obviously can't come up against the Arcanine or the Zapdos with Skarmory, but you know, if Scammer isn't going to be someone that's going to come in and check them. We have a few checks for them already, so I'm very happy about that. Particularly Bubbles. Bubbles can take sponge hits off the Arcanine, so very happy with keeping with that. Yeah, and yeah, lives hits off Manaphy. I think I've pretty much gone through what this guy can live and what I can't live. Rocking out with Stealth Rocks as a hazard, because I needed rocks up to be able to damage Zapdos. Roost for recovery, Brave Bird to hit a few of the Pokemon very, very hard. Toss and turn between Drill Peck and Iron Head, but if it came to the point where I had to 1v1 Kartana, I'm going to lose that unless I have Brave Bird. He'll just wear me down and it'll be a disaster. Whereas if I have Brave Bird, Kartana doesn't exactly 1v1 me as much. So I figured I'd go Brave Bird. And then Whirlwind just to stop some, self shenanigans from Dragonite and potentially Manaphy. So I was happy enough with that. I think Skarmory will do the trick for us there with that. And I don't think they'd be expecting this Finesse set on Skarmory, nor the Mixed Wall set on Clefable. So I'm hopeful that those two will do a bit of defensive work for us, particularly with Bubbles being a late game cleaner with the max defense, max HP. Last but not least, I decided to bring Hydreigon to help give me another way to deal with Uxie. And there's also another Pokemon that can carry a fire type move, which I'm going to be carrying Flamethrower because I don't want that risk of missing against Kartana. If I'm being honest, I really do not want to risk missing against Kartana. But I decided to bring Hydreigon because it gives me another fire type move, gives me a really powerful special attacker. I know I only got the one physical attacker in Commander, but I think he'd have the Ferocious as a physical wall, Zapdos as a mixed wall, and Arcanine as an Intimidate user more than likely. And I don't see that much special bulk in his team, bar Registeel if he brings it. So I was kind of like, I wasn't too really concerned about all that. I figured another special attacker would be more useful, and a special attacker that can carry Flamethrower and wreck Kartana's life. Awesome. Pretty standard. Bring Draco Meteor to hurt Dragonite as much as possible. U-turn for switch initiative, so we have two Scaffers that can switch, which is very nice. Flamethrower, as I said, Kartana and Registeel. And then Dark Pulse for Uxie and the Drift Blim if he decides to bring that, but I doubt it. So nice solid move set there. EV wise, let me talk you through it. We're bringing 220 speed EVs with the mild nature, 252 special attack, 36 in attack. Do I need 36 or 32? I definitely I need 36. But the reason why we're bringing this is that this speed investment here allows us to outspeed base 80 Pokemon with the Choice Scarf. Like we outspeed like any non-Scarf at the moment, but with this speed EVs, if say Dragonite, who is base 80 speed, gets the Dragon Dance off, we still outspeed it. So it's not a total catastrophe. We'd be able to bring in Hydreigon and be like Choice Scarf, boom, whatever, if that was the case. So I think that was very helpful, just having a way to outspeed +1 speed Dragonite. And I didn't really care for having to outspeed base 95 Pokemon like Arcanine and Uxie because I don't see them being Choice Scarfed on this team. So I figured no point wasting EV investment there, where I just don't really see it happening, where I can put where I can put a bigger investment in attack, and also allows us to use a special attacking boosting nature like mild. So our special attack is sky high. It's really, really high. It's fantastic. Bring in mild because I don't want to lower our attack stat for a U-turn. I want U-turn to hit some things pretty hard if I have to use it. It might only be chip damage, but I kind of want chip damage to hurt as much as possible in this game. Playing against Dugtrio, who is so frail, I think going up against Dugtrio would be really frail, so it would be worthwhile doing that. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our team for this week. I know it was a little bit of a longer episode, but I felt we kind of thought through things a lot better this week for our matchup. So I'm hopeful we can get a W. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here today, folks. If you enjoyed today's video, please click that like button down below for me. If you guys got any thoughts on the video, be it good, bad, or indifferent, or thoughts on the team, or what I should have done, or what I should have used, please let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you want to see more TDL action coming your way on this channel, or more Pokemon content in general, please hit that subscribe button down below for me. And on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.